The red emergency lights blinked across the dark laboratory. Jisoo wiped sweat from her forehead with the back of her hand. Her blue skin looked almost purple under the harsh glow. Another explosion rocked the research vessel, eternal light. Throwing her against the wall, pain shot through her shoulder. Warning. Hull breach in sections 7 through 12. All personnel evacuate immediately. The computer's calm voice seemed wrong during such chaos. Jisoo grabbed the data drive and limped toward the door. The ship shuddered again. A loud crack came from above, and part of the ceiling crashed down, blocking her exit. No! She hit the sealed door with her fist. She was trapped. The eternal light had been studying a dying star when an unexpected flare had hit them. It happened too fast for the shields to activate. Now the ship was breaking apart. Jisoo pressed her hand against the communication panel. Lab 4 to bridge. Can anyone hear me? Static filled the speakers. Then a weak voice answered. Jisoo? This is Captain Dae-sung. His voice kept cutting out. Most escape pod launched, trying to reach you. Another explosion. The communication died. Jisoo closed her eyes and took a deep breath. The ship trembled continuously now. She checked the air monitors on the wall. Oxygen levels were dropping fast. She had maybe 15 minutes left. If she was going to die here, her research wouldn't die with her. Jisoo plugged the data drive into the communication console. Computer, send all data from drive to Nari Science Academy. Priority level, emergency. Processing. Request. The computer responded. Warning. Transmission power limited. Estimated chance of successful delivery, 64%. Send it anyway, Jisoo ordered. The console beeped. Transmission in progress. While the data sent, Jisoo looked out the viewport at the stars. She had always loved space. Growing up on the Nari homeworld, she would sneak out at night to watch the sky. Her parents wanted her to become a government worker like them, but Jisoo had chosen stars instead. Now she would die among them. The ship rocked violently. A pipe burst near the ceiling, spraying hot steam across the room. Jisoo ducked behind. A desk. Transmission complete, the computer announced. Warning. Life support failing in Lab 4. Jisoo crawled to the viewport. Through it, she could see pieces of the ship floating away, beautiful and terrible at the same time. The air was getting thin. Each breath became harder than the last. Black spots danced in her vision. Jisoo thought of her family, her friends, the life she had lived. It had been a good one, though too short. At least her research would help others understand the behavior of dying stars. Her work would continue even if she did not. An alarm blared, then faded as the power failed. Emergency lights flickered and went out. Only the distant light of stars illuminated the room now. The temperature dropped quickly. Jisoo hugged herself, shivering in the growing cold. Her breath formed small clouds in front of her face. Computer, estimated time until complete life support. Failure? She asked. Silence answered her. The computer was dead too. Jisoo slid down against the wall until she sat on the floor. She felt strangely calm now. The fear had passed, leaving only acceptance behind. She thought she heard something, a distant bang like metal hitting metal. Probably just the ship breaking apart more. The cold was becoming unbearable. Jisoo's fingers and toes went numb, then her arms and legs. Her eyelids grew heavy. So this was death. Not so scary after all. Just cold and sleep. Jisoo closed her eyes. In her darkening mind, she thought she heard more noises. Louder now. Maybe a hissing sound, like a door being forced open. She was too tired to look, too tired to care. The darkness was peaceful. Heavy footsteps. A strange sound like breathing through a filter. Jisoo felt herself being lifted. Strange. Was death like this? Her body felt weightless, yet held at the same time. With great effort, she forced her eyes open one last time. A face looked down at her. Not a Nari face. This creature had no blue skin, no ridge above its eyes. Its skin was a light brown color. Two eyes, yes, but they were round. not almond-shaped like hers. No gill slits on its neck either. The creature wore some kind of suit with a clear helmet. Inside it, the being's mouth moved, saying something Jisoo couldn't hear. An alien, a species she had never seen before. Jisoo's mind struggled to process this impossible thing. The Nari had never met another intelligent species in all their space exploration. Some believed no others existed. Others feared what would happen if they did. Now one was holding her. The alien carried her through the broken doorway, stepping carefully over debris. Jisoo noticed more of them moving around the ship, wearing the same suits. They carried equipment and spoke to each other through devices in their helmets. Her rescuer moved quickly through the damaged corridor, sometimes stopping to let another alien clear a path. Jisoo's head rested against the creature's chest. She could feel its heart beating, faster than a Nari heart with a different rhythm. They reached a section of the ship Jisoo didn't recognize. The walls were torn open. Through the gaps she saw another vessel attached to the eternal light like a parasite on a host. But this was no parasite. It was a rescue ship. "Who are you?" Jisoo tried to ask, but no sound came from her throat. The alien looked down at her again. Its face showed concern, an expression that crossed species boundaries. It said something and pointed ahead. They entered the other ship through a makeshift tunnel. The door sealed behind them. Air hissed into the chamber. Another alien approached, this one holding some kind of scanner. It waved the device over Jisoo's body while making sounds to her rescuer. Jisoo felt consciousness slipping away again, but this time it wasn't the cold embrace of death pulling her down. It was simple exhaustion. Before darkness took her, she heard a sound. The aliens had removed their helmets. One of them, her rescuer, leaned close. "Safe now," it said in heavily, accented but understandable Nari language. "You safe." The alien had learned her language. How long had they been watching the Nari? Her rescuer pressed something against her neck. A cool sensation spread through her body. "I am Tae-ho," the alien said slowly, carefully forming the unfamiliar words. Human. Human. The word echoed in Jisoo's mind as she drifted into unconsciousness. She had closed her eyes to die, and opened them to see a human holding her. That changed everything. Jisoo woke with a start. Bright lights made her blink. She lay on something soft. Not her bed, not her ship. The ceiling above her was white and smooth. Unfamiliar machines beeped nearby. She tried to sit up. Pain shot through her chest. A bandage wrapped around her ribs. More covered her left arm and shoulder. "Where am I?" she whispered. The door slid open. Jisoo froze. One of those creatures, a human, walked in. This one wore white clothes instead of the spacesuit. It was shorter than the one who had carried her. Its face looked different too. The human smiled. Jisoo pressed herself against the wall. "Hello," the human said in broken Nari language. "I Hajun, doctor." Jisoo stared. This one spoke her language too. Not well, but enough to understand. "Where am I?" she asked again, speaking slowly. "You on human ship. Horizon." The human, Hajun, pointed upward. "We find your ship, broken. We help." Jisoo looked around the room. It was clean. Medical equipment lined the walls. Some looked like Nari technology. Others were strange. The others? My crew? Hajun's face changed. The smile disappeared. "Sorry, only find you." Jisoo felt like someone had punched her stomach. Only her? Out of 53 crew members? No. Check again. Captain Daesung. Engineer. "They must be. We search all ship," Hajun said gently. 3 days. Only find you. 3 days. Jisoo had been unconscious for 3 days. The door opened again. A taller human entered. Jisoo recognized this one. The same eyes. The same concerned look. The one who had carried her. "Tae-ho," she said. The human seemed surprised, then smiled. "Yes, Tae-ho. You remember? You saved me." Tae-ho nodded. He spoke to Hajun in their language. Quick sounds Jisoo couldn't understand. Hajun replied, then left the room. Taeho approached slowly like one would approach a scared animal. You feel better? My crew is dead, Jisoo said. Not a question now, a painful fact she was beginning to accept. Taeho nodded sadly. Yes, sorry. We try find all. Too late. Jisoo closed her eyes. Faces flashed in her mind. Friends, colleagues, all gone. A tear slid down her cheek. Taeho waited quietly. After a minute, Jisoo opened her eyes again. Why did you save me? How did you find us? Taeho pointed to his ear. We hear message, distress call. But we didn't send any distress call. Taeho frowned, thinking. Your ship sent data? Big data? Jisoo remembered. Her research. She had sent it to the Nari Science Academy before she thought she would die. Yes, I sent research data. We detect signal. Follow to your ship. The door opened again. A human female entered. She wore a uniform with markings on the shoulder. She stood straight and had an air of authority. This Captain Sunmi, Taeho explained. The captain spoke. Taeho translated her words to Jisoo. Captain says welcome to Horizon. First Nari on human ship. Historic day. Jisoo stared at them. Humans know about Nari? Taeho translated her question. The captain replied. We observe Nari ships from distance. Many years. No contact until now. Captain says emergency changed rules. Jisoo tried to process this. Humans had been watching them? For years? The Nari thought they were alone in this part of space. Why didn't you contact us before? More translation. Back and forth. Nari ships avoid other ships. We think Nari want to be alone. We respect this. That was true. Nari policy was strict about unknown contacts. Avoid. Report. Never engage. The idea that aliens existed was considered possible but unlikely. Some Nari scientists believed other intelligent life was out there. Others thought it was just empty space. Now Jisoo knew the truth. Not only did aliens exist, but they had saved her life. Captain Sunmi spoke again. Taeho listened, then turned to Jisoo. Captain wants to know if you need call your people. Tell them you live. Jisoo nodded. Yes. But how? We have communication. Can send message to Nari space. The captain left. Taeho stayed. Why did you help? Me? Jisoo asked. You don't know me. We are different species. Taeho seemed confused by the question. You need help. We help. Simple. But you risked your lives. Your ship. Yes. Taeho shrugged. This what humans do. Hajun returned with a tray of food. At least Jisoo thought it was food. The colors and shapes were strange. We study Nari biology, Hajun explained. Make food you can eat. Try. Jisoo picked up something blue and soft. She sniffed it. It smelled like a fruit from her world. She took a small bite. The taste was close enough to be pleasant. Thank you, she said. Hajun smiled. Eat. Get strong. As Jisoo ate, Taeho showed her a small device. Translator. Learning your words. Soon speak better. Jisoo took the device. It was unlike any Nari technology she had seen. More advanced in some ways. Your data safe, Taeho said. We save from ship. Important? Very important, Jisoo replied. Research on dying stars. 3 years of work. Taeho nodded and spoke into his wrist device. Jisoo noticed he wore it all the time. Some kind of communication tool. Captain taking you to Nari space. Long journey. 4 weeks. 4 weeks on an alien ship. 4 weeks among humans. The idea was both terrifying and fascinating. I have questions, Jisoo said. Many questions. Taeho smiled. I have questions too. We learned together. After eating, Jisoo felt stronger. Hajun helped her stand. Her legs were weak, but they worked. The doctor gave her clothes to wear. They were human clothes altered to fit her blue-skinned body. Taeho waited at the door. Want sea ship? Meet crew? Jisoo hesitated, then nodded. She was a scientist. Discovery was her purpose. And what greater discovery than this first contact? As they left the medical room, Jisoo saw more humans in the hallway. They stopped and stared. Some smiled. Others looked uncertain. One thing was clear to Jisoo. Everything she knew, or thought she knew, about the universe had changed. The Nari were not alone, and she was the first to know. 1 week passed on the human ship horizon. Jisoo stood at the large window in the observation room watching stars streak by. The ship moved faster than any Nari vessel she had ever been on. Humans called it jump drive. Jisoo called it amazing. She heard footsteps behind her. Do-hyun, the navigation officer, joined her at the window. In the past week, he had spent many hours teaching her about human star maps. "Beautiful, yes?" he asked. His Nari language had improved thanks to the translator, device all crew members now carried. "Very beautiful," Jisoo agreed. "Different view than Nari ships." 3 more weeks until Nari border, Do-hyun said. "You miss home?" Jisoo thought about this. Did she miss home? Yes and no. She missed her family, her friends at the Science Academy. But this journey had opened her eyes to something bigger. "I miss some things," she answered, "but I am glad to be here too." Do-hyun smiled. "Today you meet Captain for lesson, human history." Jisoo nodded. Captain Sunmi had offered to teach her about humans while they traveled. In return, Jisoo taught the captain about Nari culture. These exchanges had become her favorite part of each day. "I should go now." "Thank you, Do-hyun." As Jisoo walked through, the ship crew members nodded at her. Some said hello. After the first few days of stares and whispers, they had begun to accept her. She was still different, still blue-skinned with gill slits on her neck, but no longer a complete stranger. Jisoo entered the captain's meeting room. Sunmi waited with books and images displayed on the wall screen. "Ah, Jisoo, please sit." The captain gestured to a chair. "Today I thought we would discuss human exploration history." Jisoo sat down. "I would like that." Humans began space travel very slowly, Sunmi explained, showing old images of primitive spacecraft. First orbit of our planet, then walking on, our moon, then small stations in space. The pictures changed to show bigger ships, space stations, and finally ships like the Horizon. "It took many years to develop jump drive," Sunmi continued. "Before that, we could only explore our own solar system." Jisoo nodded. Nari development had followed a similar path, though perhaps faster in some areas. "But why explore?" Jisoo asked. "Nari explore for resources and knowledge." "What do humans look for?" Sunmi thought for a moment. "Both those things, yes, but also..." She searched for the right words. "To connect, to find others." "Others? You hope to find other species?" "Yes. We always believed we were not alone." Finding. The Nari proved this. Jisoo remembered Elder Juwon, her mentor at the Science Academy. He had believed in other intelligent life too. The Academy had laughed at him. "My people do not share this belief," Jisoo said. "Many will be shocked when I return." Sunmi nodded. "Change is difficult, but necessary for growth." The ship alarm suddenly blared. Red lights flashed. "Emergency," Sunmi said, rising quickly. "Please return to your quarters." Jisoo followed the captain into the hallway. Crew members rushed past them. Sunmi touched her wrist device. "Captain to bridge." "Report," a voice answered. "Cosmic storm ahead, Captain. Category 4, jump drive affected. Need to drop to normal space." Sunmi frowned. "On my way." She turned to Jisoo. "Please go to your quarters. Storm could make ship unstable." Jisoo hurried to her room. Through her small window, she saw space change. The streaking stars slowed and became normal points of light as the ship dropped out of jump space. Then, she saw it, a massive swirl of energy, blue and purple, churning ahead of them. Lightning-like flashes erupted from its center. It was both beautiful and terrifying. Jisoo's door opened. Tae-ho stood there. "Storm forces stop at human outpost," he explained. "Need repairs, 2 days delay." What outpost? Research station, study black holes, small crew. Taeho pointed out the window toward a tiny light near the edge of the storm. We go there. 2 hours later, the Horizon docked at the research station. Captain Sunmi allowed Jisoo to join the group going aboard. It would be her first time on a human station. The station was small. Only 12 humans worked there. They stared in surprise when they saw Jisoo. Most had never seen a Nari before. A human woman named Bo-Ra showed Jisoo around while the Horizon crew worked on repairs. The station studied a distant black hole, collecting data on gravity waves. Like your star research, Bo-Ra explained. We learn how universe works. Jisoo nodded. Despite different bodies and different worlds, humans and Nari asked the same questions about the stars. That night, Jisoo couldn't sleep. She walked to the station's observation deck. The cosmic storm filled the view, still raging. Engineer Minseo was there, working on calculations. Storm growing, Minseo said when she noticed. Jisoo, path changing, may hit Nari space in 2 months. Jisoo moved closer to the screen. Nari space? Where? Minseo showed her the storm's projected path. Jisoo gasped. If the predictions were correct, the storm would hit near the Nari homeworld. People need to know, Jisoo said. Can we send message? Storm blocks signals, Minseo explained. Must warn in person when we arrive. The next morning, Jisoo found Captain Sunmi and explained what she had learned. The captain looked concerned. We will increase speed once repairs complete, Sunmi promised. Reach Nari border sooner. While waiting for repairs, Jisoo worked with Minseo on the storm data. Together, they created a detailed report to give to Nari scientists. Jisoo thought, of Elder Juan again. What would he think of humans and Nari working together like this? On the second day, the Horizon was ready to depart. As Jisoo prepared to board, Bo-Ra gave her a small device. Black hole data, Bo-Ra explained. For Nari scientists, knowledge should be shared. Jisoo accepted the gift. Thank you. I will give it to them. Back on the Horizon, Captain Sunmi called a meeting. Storm changes our plan. Must reach Nari space quickly. We'll use emergency protocols. Jisoo didn't understand what this meant until Taeho explained. Jump drive at higher power. Dangerous but faster. Cut journey to 1 week instead of 3. Is it safe? Jisoo asked. Mostly safe, Taeho said with a small smile. Worth risk too. Warn your people. Jisoo realized something important then. These humans were risking their lives and their ship not just to return her home, but to save her people from a danger they didn't even know existed. On Nari ships, each person worked for their own success. Cooperation happened, but individual achievement mattered most. These humans worked differently. They put others first, even aliens they barely knew. As the Horizon prepared for the dangerous jump, Jisoo began writing a message to send ahead to her world. She needed to prepare them, not just for the storm, but for the humans who were rushing to help them. Your people may be afraid, Taeho said, watching her work. Nari never met aliens before. I was afraid too, Jisoo admitted. At first. Not anymore. Taeho nodded. Good beginning. The jump drive engaged. Stars blurred outside the window. The ship trembled as it pushed to speeds it wasn't designed for. The impossible journey continued. The Horizon lurched out of jump space. Warning alarms blared throughout the ship. The emergency speed had pushed the engines beyond their limits. Jisoo held onto a wall rail as the floor shook beneath her. All personnel to repair stations. Captain Sunmi's voice announced over the speakers. Prepare for contact with Nari vessels. Jisoo rushed to the bridge. The last 5 days had been difficult. The ship had suffered damage from the high speed jump. Several crew members were injured, but they had made it to Nari space in record time. When Jisoo entered the bridge, Captain Sunmi was speaking with Taeho and Do-hyun at the navigation console. Border Patrol will detect us soon, Do-hyun said, pointing to a screen showing 3 small dots approaching. Nari vessels, Sunmi turned to Jisoo. We need your help. They may be suspicious of us. Jisoo nodded. The captain was right. Nari border. Patrols were trained to be cautious of any unknown ships, and no Nari had ever seen a human vessel before. I will speak to them, Jisoo said, but they may not believe I am Nari. They might think you forced me to help you. What can we do to show our good intentions? Sunmi asked. Jisoo thought for a moment. Let me send a personal message first. I know codes that will prove who I am. The communication officer set up a channel for Jisoo. She took a deep breath and began speaking in her native language. Attention Nari Border Patrol. This is Science Officer Jisoo from Research Vessel Eternal Light. Authentication code, Nebula 74 Blue. I am aboard a human ship called Horizon. They rescued me when our vessel was destroyed. They come in peace. Please respond. The bridge fell silent as they waited. Then a voice replied, speaking the Nari language. This is Commander Yunho of Border Patrol. Authentication accepted, Jisoo of Eternal Light. Your vessel was reported lost with all hands. Explain your presence on an alien ship. Are you being held against your will? Respond with security phrase if under duress. Jisoo looked at the humans around her. They watched anxiously, unable to understand the exchange. I am here by choice, Jisoo responded. These humans saved my life. They have treated me with respect and kindness. They have important information about a cosmic storm threatening our space. Request permission for their ship to approach. A long pause followed. Jisoo could imagine the confusion and debate happening on the Nari vessel. Request denied. Commander Yunho finally responded. You will transfer to our ship. The alien vessel must remain outside Nari space. This is not negotiable. Jisoo translated the message for Captain Sunmi. Tell them we understand, Sunmi said. But we must deliver the storm data in person. It is too complex to transfer remotely. Jisoo relayed this message. Another long pause followed. Negative, came the reply. All data can be transferred to us. We will escort you to our ship now. The aliens must depart immediately after transfer. The 3 Nari ships moved closer, surrounding the horizon. Their weapons were not activated, but the message was clear. They fear you, Jisoo told Sunmi. This is our first contact with another intelligent species. My people are not prepared. Taeho stepped forward. Let me go with Jisoo to their ship. Show peaceful intentions. Sunmi considered this. It could be dangerous. They might take you prisoner. Worth the risk, Taeho said. Storm data must be delivered properly. Jisoo sent another message to Commander Yunho, suggesting that one human accompany her to explain the data. The reply was swift and firm. Absolutely not. No aliens on Nari vessels. This is final. As they debated what to do, a new message came through. This one from Nari Central Command. Attention unknown vessel. This is Director Heejin of the Nari Science Academy. We have received messages from Jisoo about your arrival. Request direct communication. Jisoo's heart leaped. Her messages had reached the Science Academy, and Director Heejin had been elder, Juwon's friend before he died. Captain Sunmi established a video link. On the screen appeared an older Nari female with white hair and stern eyes. I am Director Heejin, she said in careful, practiced human language. Jisoo sent data about your species. Very interesting. Also sent warning about cosmic storm. Need more information. Sunmi bowed respectfully. Director, we have detailed analysis of the storm's path. We also have Jisoo's research from the Eternal Light. We wish to share this information directly. Heejin's eyes narrowed. Why did you enter our space without permission? The storm moves quickly, Sunmi explained. We feared delay would cost lives. Heejin turned to Jisoo, switching to Nari language. Is this true? Can these humans be trusted? Yes, Jisoo said firmly. They risked their ship and their lives to bring me home and warn our people. The storm is real and dangerous. Heejin was silent for a moment, thinking. Then she spoke to Commander Yunho on a separate channel. The commander looked unhappy but nodded. Very well, Hyejin said, returning to human language. Your ship may approach Nari Station 5, research facility. Minimal military presence, transfer data, and Jisoo there. Thank you, Director, Sunmi said. We would also like to offer technical assistance with the storm. We have experience with similar phenomena. Not necessary, Hyejin replied quickly. We will handle storm ourselves. The transmission ended. The Nari patrol ships moved to escort the horizon toward the research station. Jisoo felt torn. She was finally returning to her people, but now she worried about what would happen to the humans. Would they be treated fairly? Would the Nari accept their help? As Jisoo packed her few belongings in her quarters, Taeho came to see her. You will be home soon, he said. Yes. Jisoo tried to sound happy, but her voice betrayed her concern. What, troubles you? Jisoo sat on her bed. My people may not understand what you have done for me. For us, they may fear you because you are different. Taeho nodded. Like you feared me when you first saw me holding you. Yes, but I learned. I hope they will too. They will, Taeho said confidently. Because of you. You are the bridge between our peoples now. Jisoo thought about this. A bridge. Connecting. Two different worlds that had never touched before. When they arrived at Station 5, a delegation of Nari officials waited in the docking area. Jisoo recognized Hyejin among them, along with several military officers and scientists. Captain Sunmi chose a small team to disembark with Jisoo, herself, Taeho, and Minji, a junior diplomat who had been studying Nari language and customs. As they prepared to leave the ship, Sunmi handed Jisoo a small device. Communication link, she explained. If you need us. Jisoo took it gratefully. Thank you. For everything. They walked together down the ramp into Nari territory. Jisoo saw the shock and fascination on her people's faces as they viewed humans up close for the first time. Some looked afraid, others curious. None looked welcoming. Commander Yoon-ho stepped forward. Jisoo, welcome home. The aliens will surrender their data and return to their vessel immediately. They are not aliens, Jisoo said loudly enough for everyone to hear. They are humans, and they saved my life. A murmur ran through the gathered Nari. Director Hyejin moved forward. The storm data, she said, extending her hand. Please. Minji gave her a data cube. This contains everything we know about the storm. Its path will bring it to your homeworld in less than 2 months. We have dealt with storms before, Commander Yoon-ho said dismissively. We need no help from... Not like this one, Taeho interrupted. This storm destroyed a star. It will do the same to your world if not stopped. The tension in the room grew. What should have been a simple meeting was becoming a confrontation. Jisoo had to do something. Director, she said. Before we discuss the storm, I have something else to share. The complete data from the Eternal Light mission. 3 years of research, saved by these humans. This got Hyejin's attention. You have it? All of it? Yes. Thanks to them. As Jisoo handed over her research data, she knew her journey was just beginning. The real challenge lay ahead. 2 days passed on Nari Station 5. Jisoo sat in a large conference room, watching Director Hyejin study the storm data for the 20th time. The director's face grew more worried with each review. The numbers are clear, Hyejin finally said. This storm will hit our homeworld in 6 weeks. Our shields cannot stop it. Commander Yoon-ho shook his head. Our scientists will find a solution. We do not need alien help. Jisoo looked across the table at Captain Sunmi, Taeho, and Minji. The humans had been kept on the station while the Nari leaders debated what to do. They were treated as guests, but guards followed them everywhere. Commander, Jisoo said carefully, the humans have faced similar storms before. They have technology that might help us. Technology they have not shared, Yoon-ho countered. Because you have not asked, Sunmi said simply. The room fell silent. Then Hyejin stood up. Show me, she said to Sunmi. Show me what you can do. Sunmi nodded to Minji, who opened her datapad. Images appeared on the wall screen showing How humans had diverted a similar storm 3 years earlier. We use deflector satellites, Minji explained. They create an energy field that pushes the storm away from planets. How many satellites? Heejin asked. 54, Taeho answered. Positioned in specific pattern. Heejin turned to Commander Eunho. Can we build these in 6 weeks? Eunho frowned. Perhaps, if we understand how they work. We will share the plans, Sunmi offered, and help build them. Unacceptable, Eunho said sharply. No aliens on our homeworld. Jisoo had heard enough. She stood up, facing the commander. These aliens have names, she said. Captain Sunmi, Taeho, Minji. They saved my life when they could have left me to die. Now they offer to save all our lives. You forget yourself, Science Officer, Eunho warned. No, Commander, you forget what matters most. Jisoo turned to Director Hyejin. Elder Juwon always said we should look beyond our borders. He believed we would find friends among the stars. He was right. Heejin's eyes softened at the mention of her old friend. She looked from Jisoo to the humans and back. Juwon was wise, she admitted. Perhaps wiser than we knew. She turned to Eunho. Commander, prepare a transport to the homeworld. The humans will come with us as advisors only, security measures as needed. Eunho wanted to protest but saw the determination in Hyejin's eyes. He nodded stiffly and left the room. That evening, Jisoo visited the humans in their quarters. They were packing for the journey to the Nari homeworld. Thank you, she said, for being patient with my people. Sunmi smiled. Change is hard. We understand. Some of us will stay with the horizon, Taeho added, but others will help build satellites. Will it work? Jisoo asked. Can we really stop the storm? Together, Minji said. Yes. The next morning, they boarded a Nari transport ship. Jisoo watched the humans take in every detail of Nari technology. Their eyes showed interest, not fear. They asked questions, seeking to understand. The journey to the Nari homeworld took 3 days. When they arrived, the humans stared in wonder at the blue-green planet below. Beautiful, Sunmi whispered. Yes, Jisoo agreed. Home. They landed at the Science Academy, away from major cities. Hyejin had decided it would be best to limit human contact with the general Nari population for now. A team of Nari engineers waited for them. Work began immediately. The humans shared their plans. The Nari adapted them to their own technology. Together they designed a new type of deflector satellite. Days turned into weeks. Jisoo worked alongside Taeho, translating complicated technical terms. They spent long hours together, often forgetting to eat or sleep. You are different now, Taeho observed one night as they watched the stars from the academy roof. How so? Jisoo asked, more confident. You speak up. Challenge others. Jisoo thought about this. I died once, she said. When my ship was destroyed, I accepted death. But I was given a second chance. It makes you see things differently. Taeho nodded. Second chances are important. 4 weeks passed. 39 satellites were complete. 15 more were needed. The storm grew closer each day, visible now through powerful telescopes as a swirling mass of energy approaching Nari space. Word had spread about the humans despite efforts to keep their presence quiet. Some Nari protested against aliens on their world. Others were curious and wanted to learn more. 5 weeks. 51 satellites in place. The storm was just days away. Commander Eunho called an emergency meeting. We have a problem. The control system for the satellites is not working properly. The satellites will not coordinate correctly. The room erupted in concerned voices. Hyejin raised her hand for silence. Can it be fixed? She asked. Yes, Taeho said. But someone must go to main satellite, fix control node in person. That is suicide, Eunho objected. The main satellite is directly in the storm's path. I will go, Jisoo said without hesitation. No. Taeho shook his head. Too dangerous. I know the satellites better than anyone, Jisoo insisted. I helped to design them. Then I go with you, Taeho said firmly. Jisoo started to argue but saw the determination in his eyes. The same look he had when he carried her from her dying ship. Hyejin approved the mission. A small ship was prepared to take them to the main satellite. As they boarded, Commander Yunho approached them. "This is very brave," he admitted. "I was wrong about you, human." Taeho nodded in acknowledgement. The journey to the main satellite took 6 hours. The storm loomed ahead of them, much larger now. Blue-purple energy crackled and swirled, reaching toward the Nari homeworld. Their ship docked with the satellite. Jisoo and Taeho put on spacesuits and entered the control room. The problem was clear immediately. A power coupling had failed. "We need to reroute the energy flow," Jisoo explained. "It will take both of us." They worked quickly, rewiring control panels as the satellite began to shake. The storm was hitting the outer satellites now. Energy bursts flashed around them. "Almost done," Jisoo said, connecting the last wire. The control panel lit up. The system was working again. On a screen, they watched as all 54 satellites activated at once, creating a massive energy field. The storm hit the field. For a terrible moment, nothing happened. Then, slowly, the storm began to change course. Like a river diverted by a dam, it flowed around the Nari homeworld. "It's working," Jisoo cried. The satellite shook violently as storm energy passed by. Jisoo and Taeho held on to each other, watching as their creation saved a world. 3 days later, when the storm had passed, a ceremony was held at the Science Academy. Captain Sunmi stood with Director Hyejin before an audience of Nari scientists and officials. "Today marks a new era," Hyejin announced. "The Nari are no longer alone. In the universe, we have found friends among the stars." A treaty was signed, the first agreement between humans and Nari. It promised cooperation, shared knowledge, and peaceful contact. Jisoo watched from the side, Taeho beside her. "What happens now?" she asked him. "New beginnings," he replied. "For all of us." Hyejin approached them after the ceremony. "The Academy is creating a new department, First Contact Studies. We need someone to lead it, someone who understands both humans and Nari." Jisoo looked at Taeho, then back at Hyejin. "I would be honored." "Good. And we have asked Captain Sunmi if Taeho can stay as human representative. She has agreed." Jisoo felt a warmth spread through her chest. A month ago, she had closed her eyes to die. Now she was helping to build a bridge between worlds. As the ceremony ended, Jisoo and Taeho walked outside. The Nari sky was growing dark, stars beginning to appear. "Your people have a saying," Jisoo said, "about endings and beginnings." Taeho smiled. "Every ending is a new beginning." Jisoo nodded, looking up at the stars that no longer seemed empty. "Yes, exactly that.